Have you ever bought a Switch that's like $1 plus and then you want to buy it and you think it's Thocky and you're just making your keyboard godlike, but no, it does not, and you are like, oh, why does this sound so bad? Emotional damage. Yo, welcome. So today we have a new Thocky budget linear switch that just came on the market. Now these are the JWICK Black Ultimates. These switches are linears that cost about like 4,500 Indonesian rupiah or around 31 cents per switch. You can buy this switch at mechanicalkeyboards.co.id. I have the link down in the description, so check it out below. So, is this switch the best new Thocky switch, or is it just another linear in the vast ocean of linear switches? Let's find out. So, the JWICK Ultimate Blacks have two different types, as seen on this brochure right over here. We have the polycarbonate version and the nylon top. So, there's the Smokey one, which has a polycarbonate top housing, which is different to the full opaque black housing one, which has a nylon top. So, that is the difference between the two Ultimate Black switches. So there is a difference in sound due to the housing material, and from what I can say, is the JWICK Ultimate Black with the smoky housing is slightly more clacky compared to the full nylon one, but I cannot say for sure because I do not have full 70 switches. The bottom housing of these switches are nylon, which is common on a lot of linears too. So these switches are a 5-pin switch with normal pins, an MX latch top housing as per usual, and a JWICK logo on the top. Now these switches are smooth stockwise and no spring ping too, which is good. The housing on the switch has noticeably no wobble, and it is pretty tight, so very tight tolerances, which means you do not need to buy more films for the switch, so it's good. There is slightly more wobble on the stem on the north to south axis, like over like that, but it is not such a big deal. You won't really feel it too much. Opening the switch, we can see the black stem, a slightly shorter spring than usual, but not something like a Cherry Ergo Clear spring, which is like so short and small. They have a slight pre-lube on the stems, but the rest is quite dry. So all good for me, to be honest. So now I'm gonna give you guys a sound comparison between the JWICK Black Ultimates and the KTT Strawberry, which is also another Thocky budget linear switch. So let's hear how it sounds. So the stock JWICK Black Ultimate has this sort of higher pitch clack compared to the Strawberry, but the Strawberry is noticeably a little bit deeper sounding, slightly more deep sounding, and it's pretty nice. I like how the Strawberries sound. So I think stock wise the switch is already great if you want a smoothness and feel, but the sound, it's not so good, not the best. So here's the full sound of the stock switches. So yeah, it is okay sounding, not the best. Still quite clacky, to be honest. It's not as it's quote unquote thocky yet, but let's hear the sound of the lubed version because it improves drastically. So final thoughts on this switch. This switch is a really nice linear switch for the price, and probably like one of the smoothest one in the market at its price point. It's almost as smooth as the new Gateron mold switches like Gateron X, CJ, and Oil Kings. But these are very close, and most switches nowadays are smooth as well, and you won't tell the difference between them anyways. So the feel of the switch when you push down is quite decent. Not too different from many other linears, to be honest. And the spring is normal, and you don't have anything different feeling with the springs that come with it. It's good as far as I can say. Sound-wise, to be honest, it's not a real Thocky switch, in my opinion, but it may differ depending on your configuration of your keyboard, of course. But in my build, at least, it is more of a deeper sounding Clack. These sound tests are not a accurate representation, so it depends on your keyboard, of course. But in my opinion, if you want like a deeper Clack, it might be due to the smoky polycarbonate housing that makes it slightly more higher pitch, especially on the top out sound. So when you push down and it goes back up, the top out sound is a little bit more higher pitch. If you want a deeper version, I think you should go for the black full housing nylon one instead of this one. But if you like that deep Clack sound, I think these are great for the price. And honestly, it's just a pretty good switch overall in terms of the price point. So that is all for today's review. I hope you guys like it, and hopefully more future switch reviews like this. See you all in my streams, and I stream every Monday, Thursday, and Friday on twitch.tv/YoKeeps. See you soon. Bye-bye.